Hey everybody, just want to update you on a couple winter projects I'm doing. Well, it's kind of between winter and spring here. So I got a couple of the trees moved in from the outside room. It's got no windows in there, so everything's starting to push. And at least in the garage here, it's insulated, so it's a little bit warmer. But it has this window here, so it gets a little bit of sun during the day. So it's something I did a couple weeks ago. It's just like a Golem Jade group planting. Everything's starting to bud back here. This is several little ivy cuttings that I'm trying to fuse together to make kind of a thick trunk here. This is an almond that was maybe about that tall. Cut it back, and it's really starting to bud back here. So I think that'll start taking off nice. There's another big Golem Jade repotted. These are the pomegranates. I started from seed last year. They started to bud out. These are a bunch of Norway maples. I started from seed last spring, trying just kind of a clump style. Hope they all fuse together here the next couple of years. Here's another bunch of Norway maples, but in a forest planting style. So I think those should really take off this year. More Golem Jades I need to repot before spring's here. Just did this little guy tonight. Took off a big section there. Roots weren't spectacular, so hopefully we get some new growth here. I'm not gonna water it for maybe 4 or 5 days. Let that callus over, and on the bottom I did some cutting. Stimulate some more root growth. So it's that little guy. These are the arborvitae cuttings I did last winter. They rooted, grew all summer last year. This I think is an acacia dug up from my parents' house in California. So it was pretty tall. There was a lot of dieback on it from when I dug it up last summer. So kind of try to keep it compact. This is a little mountain maple or amber maple that just popped up in my yard. I noticed it last year. Thought I'm gonna dig that up this spring. I got a bunch of them too, so we'll dig up some more next year. These are some juniper cuttings from the old juniper at the old house. Took these cuttings the same time as those, so they grew all last year. Just farting around and wired them up a couple weeks ago. My little black pine started from seed last spring. This is a really pretty silver maple from seed last year. It's got really red leaves in the fall, so kept that one separate. There's a couple of the almonds that are starting to bud out in the room with no window, so figured I'd take those out and get a little sun here. There's a bigger almond starting to bloom here. So it's kind of pretty. And then I've been sifting some soil here too, so it's kind of a mess. And then down here, got some oaks, some acorns I picked up from one of the farmhouses. Can't remember which one I looked at earlier, but they were starting to germinate, so I think I got 2 or 3 in each of these. There's some Rosa Sharons there that are starting to bud out. So anyways, that's what I got going on right now. Can't wait for spring. Making a new garden area back there. Make a video on that here in a couple weeks when it warms up. All right, see you guys later.